Another stage, a Tour de Zwift, stage number 7. I missed number 6 because I was away racing, a 3-hour endurance mountain bike race. That was good fun. I should take the win in some tough conditions. Feeling a little bit fatigued today. I had a rest day yesterday, complete rest. Well, was thinking of doing a bit of active recovery, but I really couldn't be asked. But yeah, feeling better than I thought I would today, so I thought I'd jump on here and see how we get on. I started this with no warm-up, so I'll have to ride into it steady. That's the warm-up done. Don't like starts like that. I need a good half an hour warm-up really at my age, being a grand vet. Just try and stay in a draft of this front group. So the hip flexors that I'm feeling it the most today. Oh, I don't want to be here. Let's turn on the fan. I'll try to. It's not listening. Typical. Turn on fan. There we go. Got an ancient phone with Alexa on it, connected to a smart plug, which turns the fan on and off. A bit slow. Ow, my legs hurt. Try and spin them out with it. Not sure what climbing's in this. Use a power up. Let's use a power up. Make it a bit easier for the start. Not until you start riding, you actually feel all the knocks that your legs take when you're mountain bike racing. Normally the inside of your thighs where the bike bangs about. A bit of rough stuff. Inside of the knees. With that fan tilting up. There we are. Well, that feels better. I've been on the bike for 9 minutes. Six, nearly 7 minutes to this event, and nearly 10 minutes in total. Normally I need about at least 25 minutes of a structured warm up to feel properly primed and ready to go. But even at 4 watts per kilo, this feels hard. Bit of that. P weight for me, that's a good name. Oh, give me some flat stuff. the grip stretching out. I'm not going to be able to hang on much longer. Gears. I'm on the Orbea Terra GRX 1x. I seem to find myself around the 40th position in these events. Be lucky if I stay here today. River. For Sunday's race on the mountain bike, my average heart rate was 171 for 3 hours and 15 minutes, I think it was. A solid workout. Right. See how long it takes to get over that initial effort. Oh, ready to drop that. People all over the course. Just trying to have a look in the right hand, top right hand side of the screen. It's like a front grip, two front grips, second one, I've had to get back onto the first, and then this group. "20 seconds up the road by the looks of it." I haven't got the energy today to do much work. So, happy to try and hang on. You can see the guys at the front, 6, 7 watts per kilo. There must be a bit of a bump coming up. And the group you're in, when you're doing 4 watts per kilo, you just, in a smaller group, you never catch a bigger group like that. Even if we all work together, if the group's bigger than your group, again, highly likely to catch it, even if you are doing a bigger watts per kilogram. It's more about raw watts when you're on the flat and watts per kilo when you're climbing, both in which I struggle. Gives these chaps or ladies as well a few thumbs up. Had the privilege of lining up next to the mountain bike world champion Sunday in the women's elite category. Obviously she is, I'm not. I'm in the old man's category. But it was a mass start and everyone was on the line all together and all went off at once. Managed to ride with Evie Richards for most of the race, weirdly about the same sort of pace as each other, although she was probably just on a training exercise whilst I was actually racing. I managed to catch her on the climbs and the descents, but on the flat she was gone. Super strong. And then the last lap, my legs went, and Evie put, I think, about 2 minutes into me in one 30-ish minute lap. Managed to have a little chat with her on about the third lap, about one of the descents. She even said, "Do I want to go in front of her?" which I laughed about. And as of course got flat, she just rode away. So that would have been a waste of time if I'd said yes. Lovely person on and off the bike. Have you ever seen any interviews with her? She really is like that. Very approachable. Everyone was taking selfies with her at the end, and she was happily obliged. A couple of stragglers falling off that front group by the looks of it. 20 seconds ahead. That very front group's gone. Kind of have to work really hard to be at the front of the B group, and on the A category races on Zwift, this is I can hang on the flat because I'm at threshold, and as soon as they hit the climbs, they're at threshold and I'm at the back. But this pace is kind of a moderate tempo for me, especially when it's feeling like they are at the moment. Normally this would be a light tempo, low zone 3. Definitely feeling the fatigue from Sunday. Probably should have done light recovery yesterday and then had today completely off. Family commitments, stuff to do. Just fit it in when you can, really. And ride, train, do your efforts accordingly to how you feel. Listen to your body rather than look at what the training plan structure tells you to do sometimes. Chatting and riding is also pretty difficult. Heart rate's a little higher than normal. Always is indoors. I think I said before. Heart rate's about 10 beats per minute higher at any given zone, and power is 5 to 10 watts lower. Whether that's a power meter discrepancy or I wouldn't have thought so. They're all within a few percent of each other. Although that can be quite a discrepancy. 1.5% they say. Take that with a pinch of salt. But this trainer's got optical torque sensor in it or something, and it is pretty much bang on. So unfortunately this one doesn't lie. And the trainer simulates gradients up to 23, 24% I think, which I thought was a good idea when I bought it. Hopefully there's not too many climbs on this platform that go above sort of the 10% for too long. Radio tower is pretty nasty. Always got the train, or 99% of the time I got the train at 100%. The hip flexors are tight. I did do a bit of massaging before I started with the old vibrate gun thing, which worked really well. But again, only so much they'll do if you are that fatigued. Aero boost. Don't think that'll help too much, I feel. It's like the roads of Devon with grass in the middle of them. Oh dear. What they got there? Just over 16k. Did I see us 300 odd metres of climbing? Hopefully it's rolling. Might just be able to stay in a draft and keep up. Anyone else been doing these stages? Good way to explore a Zwift platform. Tick off a few kilometres. Recovery ride. With Sunday's off-road race being the first race of the season, I could really tell I've been doing a lot of base work, zone 2 work, and not much top end. Had the top end power there, but couldn't sustain it. And it was taking me quite a while to recover from the efforts. Of going up to that top end. And the start, because it was a mass start, there was all categories, and there was an hour and a half race at the same time. There's a 3 hour, and because you don't know who you're racing, you kind of want to go off with the front lot in case someone's got the jump. And there's quite a long time where I was in, well, a long time for me, that was around the 800 watt mark. Sprinting, that's part of me sprinting. Seated sprinting anyway, to stay out the front and not get caught up in any traffic. The first bit of single track, huge wide field for starting on. It's the southwest UK region, kind of like a mini endurance race. 3 hours plus whatever lap you're on to finish. So if you haven't worked out already, I'm actually I race mountain bikes. Never raced on the road. Well, I've done criteriums, but not a proper road race. Not saying criteriums are a proper road race, but you get what I mean. Short sprinty stuff. Look at Mr. 10 watts per kilo, that. Gone. Obviously bored of my chit chat. I've never listened to all the sound effects on Zwift. I've only got music on. Obviously YouTube get a bit funny with their licenses with music artists when you use their music. I've yet to work out how to split the music channels from the game channels, music wise, sound wise. Huge, bit behind. I'm going to get swallowed up in a minute. A few more have joined us. Excuse me. I'd like to invest in one of these rocker plates. I like the staticness of indoor training. This is going on a bit much. $181. going to be able to keep this up. Let's back off too much. Take a breather. Brought the heart rate down a lot. 2 beats per minute. I'm done. That grip's gone. I'm gone. Wow. Is that a PR for that? I wouldn't have thought so. Didn't think so. Right. Don't know if I'll do 5 seconds to those in front. Especially on a descent. I'll never catch them. Even on the flight, to be honest. In fact, I'll never catch them anyway. 8 seconds. Go on, buddy. Give him a right one. There you go, mate. theory, a group of 5 should catch those 2 in front, or 3, because that's how Zwift works. Unless they're on a bit of a charge and don't want to be caught. They have to put a big effort in to stay away from us. I'm quite happy to be ticking along. Man, that got sharp. Lady, sorry, keep saying guard. 9.2k to go. Got a towel on the floor over a slate floor. Catch the pool of water. No sweat and dribbling. Oh, let's knock off a bit more. 17 seconds in front. Haven't been looking to see what they've been riding at. I know we're only ticking along here. What are they riding at? Getting on for 4 watts per kilo. Which on the flat is massive. If I was doing 4 watts, I'd be just over 200, 220, 230 watts or something, I don't know. But on the flat, so only weighs 68, 70 kilo. Doing 4 watts per kilo. Usually gives a bigger power number, which is what it's all about on the flat. And the CDA, the frontal area for wind drag. I forget what CDA exactly stands for. You can see him over the other side. Brilliant. Uh, 230 watts at 4 watts per kilo. £58.5-ish kilos I am at the moment. In the grand vet category, I'm feeling every year of that grand vet category today. Just 49 to 59, and I've just moved into it this year, so I'm a youngster in that category. 50 this year. Spin a little bit. There we go. That feels better. 6.2k to go. Hope there's not another climb like that. I'll be getting off my bike and pushing it up there otherwise. Next couple of days I'll be riding to work, which isn't far, so those commutes will be a couple of easy days for this week. And then this weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, Friday at the earliest, get out off-road again, steadier stuff, and then a long ride hopefully Sunday at a moderate pace. And that'll conclude this week's training, bike riding, whatever you want to call it. I don't only do this for fun. No big name contracts here. Though I do ride as an ambassador for Orbea. Check out their bikes. They've released a new mountain bike for this year with a few tweaks, which I'm pretty excited to ride. It should be turning up in a month's time or so. It's all being custom painted. Orbea do the Mayo program, where you can choose your own paint scheme and also modify some of the parts you like as well. Tyres, wheels, bar width, stem length, that kind of thing. Saddle choices. So yeah, it's the, I think it's pronounced OIZ, TR, 120mm of travel. Absolute rocket of a off-road machine. Made it a bit stiffer this year, a bit slacker. Integrated hoses, shifter cables, internal routed, the dropper, etc. Cockpit looks super clean. Yeah, super excited to ride that. I think it's one of the lightest, if not the lightest, XE frame sets you can buy at the moment off the shelf. Seems like most riders are going 120mm now. Weight penalty is minimal really. I went from 100 to 120 last year. And the weights between the two were pretty much the same, literally grams in it. But that extra 20mm just makes you travel over that rough stuff so much quicker and more efficiency. In the road bike scene, you got the Orca and the Orca Aero. I rode the Aero last year, never ridden anything like it. It feels like a foil. The way it just slips the wind is amazing. Even the difference between the standard Orca and the Orca Aero. I thought the Orca was quick, but the Aero, different league again. And I'm useless on the road, power-wise, but it certainly made me ride faster for the same power. Made me want to ride faster. It's so much fun. And fun is fast. And that's what this Zwift platform said. 2.8 to go. Get rid of this here. Might get another power up underneath this sprint arch. What we got? Another feather. Ooh. Truck-like draft, isn't it? So that means like drafting behind a truck or something. Been on this platform since the beta days, and I still don't know what half these power-ups are. Am I sprinting at the end? No. Will this group wind it up? Yes. Will you wind it up as well? No. Mr. Grumpy. That's what I should change my name to. Mr. Excuse, maybe. I've always got plenty of excuses. Could write a book on excuses of why I'm not performing like I think I can. Too old, too ill. Can't got the legs today. Too fatigued. Puppy chewed my race shoes. You know, that kind of thing. Not racing today, just on a training ride. .7 to go, 0.6. Everyone's on their power-ups. There they all go. Shall I use mine? Captain Boost, there it is. That fire! Get back in that group. Seated effort, that'll do. Looking through there, through there. There you go. Stage 7 done. Well, if you watch this far, well done you. And come and check us out on Instagram for a bit more mountain bike related content and whatnots. Orbea Racing UK. I think my Instagram might actually be Lee Hayward Orbea Racing UK, but you get the idea. Got a good team behind the scenes for the Orbea ambassadors this year. Hopefully I'll be able to put out a little bit more interesting content. About the bikes racing and maybe a bit more personal stuff if people are interested in that sort of thing. More about the rider as well as the bikes and the brand. If you're interested, have a look at my media pages. I don't put a great deal on YouTube, to be honest. Mostly Instagram. And maybe I'll start doing a bit more on YouTube. Just because I'm solo a lot of the time, it's quite hard to film any content without constantly stopping. And don't mind if I'm out on a fun ride, but if I'm training, it's just not practical to stop and set the camera, go on. There's only so much point of view stuff you can do before it gets a little bit boring. I've messed about with a few different angles on the bike with various mounts I've got. One that I've fitted on the rear chainstay, that's always quite a good view. You can really see how active the bike is through certain sections, and how the suspension works and compresses differently over jumps, roots, bumps, rocks. Yeah, enough waffling. Thanks again. Catch you later. Oh, what a load of shit that was. Legs were aching, hip flexors hurt, couldn't breathe properly. Saddle's in the wrong position. Shoes ain't on right. I think I might have my left shoe on my right foot. Yeah. The bars ain't straight. I think the power meter must be about 100 watts out or something. Rubbish.